Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. I'm your host, TheBee LLC, and this is where we stack precious metals like it's pollen and nectar. Our pollen is silver and our nectar is gold, preserving our wealth as honey of old, and like ancient metals, we hold our own. And today we've got a little auction for you, running a little late, but we're trying something a little different this time, and we will see how she goes, how she flows. Welcome in Jake's Custom Parts, Nickel Stacking, Space Miner. Good to see you guys. So I think I'm getting a little bit closer here to being ready. But bear with me just a little bit here. Okay, one more thing I gotta grab. Cha-cha. Hope everybody's having a good December, last month of the year already. This year did seem to really move by fast, for me anyway in particular. Hopefully you all are having a good year so far. All right. Here we go. Okay, so up first, we're just going to throw out some coin easels, get things started here while we hopefully get some other people popping in here. Okay, it's not working for me. What's going on? There we go. Okay, so this first item up for auction is any of these coin wood easels. Your choice of color. Got a few different ones here. These are all fit one coin per easel. Got a brand on the back. These regular sized one coin easels are $7 a pop. Let me know which color you would like or which wood. These are all exotic woods, exotic hardwoods. There's no finish on the wood, so the color of the wood is the color that you will receive. All natural, no coloring added. So let me grab my timer and we will get going on this. So the wood easels are the first thing up for grabs at $7 a pop. The timer is running, so if you would like one of these coin easels, just throw a bid in at $7 and you'll have yourself one. The other items, while that is running, I'll show you right quick, are going to be the Buy It Now, which is this 1 ounce 3/9 fine silver round. It's a Walking Liberty replica. And again, it is 3/9 fine silver, 1 ounce. And you can get up to 10 of those per bid. And last but not least, you can buy it now at any time. Oh, I should mention that about the special. So you just type in Buy It Now special and how many you would like. They're $62 an ounce. Type that in anytime during the auction and let me know how many you want. And same goes with the ancient coin. Tonight's ancient coin is the Cilicia Tarsus Mazios. And it's from 361 to 334 BC. It's a stater of 10.84 grams. And of course, it is silver. And the Buy It Now price is $2,700. If you stick around to the end, I will offer that up at a reduced cost. So there are your options for the night. I'm going to be trying something new here tonight. I'm going to be running a loose coin and a slabbed coin at the same time so that I can offer up more product at once. and you can just bid on the item up for auction. Just let me know, type in slab if you're after the slab, or loose if you're after the loose. It'll be pretty obvious by the price difference anyway, but that's what we're trying here tonight. And yeah, what else? So we have had a internet outage here at my place for the last few days, and I have not been able to get a hold of anyone, so I haven't actually tried. Usually I get a guest to hop up here with me, but I didn't have time to reach out to anybody, so we're going solo tonight. And yeah, with that, our time is winding down here on these easels. Again, we have different colors, just for your standard 1 ounce easel. I guess it could be 2 ounces or more. Even these 5 ounces fit on there just fine. But yeah, those are the standards. I also have the larger that I have like 2 coins on here. Those are a bit more pricey, and I'm not going to run those, so just let me know if you want one of those instead, and we'll work it out. But I'm going to count it down on the easels, and we will move on to our next product. After that, Space Miner says he'll be listening in, hands full, typing difficult. All right, I appreciate you being here. All right, and with that, we are going to move on to our next thing, next item. Which is going to be the first silver of the night. On the loose side, we're putting up a Barbuda, and on the slab side, I'm jumping ahead a little bit on the slab. That's not what I wanted. On the slab side, we are throwing up a Chiwu Qian Wang MS70. Comes with the card. So this is your 1 ounce 2020 South Korea Chiwu Qian Wang, 1 clay MS70. Pretty nice little coin. And of course your Barbuda, Antigua Barbuda Rum Runner 2023. This is a coin from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, 1 ounce 3/9 fine silver coin. And let me get those loaded up, and we will throw them down. I'm hoping I can get both of these in the comment section. Hey, Joseph Lopez. Good to see you. Hope you're well. And then also the Chiwu Qian Wang. So, woo! It's a little tight. I'm gonna have to let me try something else here. And let's try that again. All right. Okay, so yeah, you can have either coin. Just let me know if you want the slab. The slab is up at 140 for the Chiu Chon Wang MS70 coin from NGC at 140, or you can grab the loose 2023 Antigua and Barbuda Eastern Caribbean Central Bank 3/9 fine 1 ounce silver coin at $65. And again, at any time, if you want the Buy It Now special or the Buy It Now ancient throughout the auction, just type in Buy It Now special for the $62 1 ounce 3/9 fine silver round. It's a Walking Liberty replica. You can get up to 10 of those. So you would just type in Buy It Now special or BIN special and then how many you would like. And same thing for your ancient, just BIN-ancient, and those will take care of those. Or the auction is running off this 3-minute timer. And as that timer runs down, you've got a little bit of time to decide on which coin you would like. The loose is going for $65. It's a coin, Antigua and Barbuda Rum Runner. And the slab is an MS70 NGC South Korea Chiu Cheonwang. Joseph saying it's been ages since they last spoke. My guess is the last previous stream they were on, most likely. Also, if anybody wants, you can find these beautiful bee mugs anytime you would like at my merch store. You can just type in !merch and that will pull up the link for them, along with some other merchandise from the channel. Also, we have these coin pingers available in hardwood. I did not throw those up, but if you are interested, reach out and I will let you know about those, along with the coin pointer. And as seen on TheBee Coins and Precious Metals. And let me know if you would like one of those. And our time has run down on these two items up for auction. I'm going to count them down. I do not like how that is lining up. I'm going to have to fix that. What can I do there? Can't put that up because it's covering my coins. Gotta figure that one out. Again, this is kind of a trial and error here tonight. And I'm seeing some errors as we go. And up next, we have the Popeye and Brutus in a 1 ounce silver coin. And this is from Samoa 2024. 3 nines fine will be the loose coin. And the, go back on each of those. The next slab is the Year of the Dog 2018. This is a colorized coin, MS70. From Australia, Perth Mint, 1 ounce, 4 nines fine actually on this one, a mintage of 10,000. That will be your slab. And the mintage on the Popeye the Sailor Man loose coin is 2,000. So a mintage of 2,000 on the Popeye loose coin. That is going up at $64. And the slab Year of the Dog will be, why did we go to the Year of the Dog? I went to the wrong one. That's okay. I can just move this. Keep grabbing the wrong coin. We'll get it. All right. So yeah, the Year of the Dog is 4 nines fine, 1 ounce, MS70 from Australia, NGC slab at 140. And I am not going to highlight that until I figure out how to better align my coins on the camera. So that again is greetings, think differently 3000. Welcome in, good to see you. From Australia, we have an Australia coin up right now, the Year of the Dog in an NGC slab, 2018 MS70. That is going for 140. It is a coin of 4 nines fine, Queen Elizabeth on the back. It's colorized. And the loose coin is the Popeye the Sailor Man, Popeye and Brutus. And it is a 3 nines fine coin, mintage of 2000, 2024 at $64. So if you want the Popeye, you can type in Popeye at 64 or loose at 64. Or if you want the slab, you can type in slab or MS70 at 140. 87 degrees there in Australia. It is snowing pretty good here in Colorado. It's kind of the first good snow we've had so far this year. And the silver price is at $58.90 currently. Whew. She's on the move. And of course, we have our special, which is a 3 nines fine, 1 ounce silver round at $62, or the ancient coin of the evening is the Cilicia Tarsus Mazios, 361 to 334 BC, stator of 10.84 grams, at $2,700. I will put it up at a reduced price at the end of the auction. But right now we are looking at a loose Popeye the Sailor Man from Fiji. It's a 2024 coin from Fiji. 1 ounce, 3/9 fine. Mintage of 2000 total on that one. And it's up at $64. Or your slab of the Australian 2018 Year of the Dog colorized MS70. And that one's 4/9 fine at $140 in an NGC slab. And we are out of time on those, so I'm going to count them down. All right. All right, up next in the loose category, we have a Beavis and Butthead. This is a 2023 Niue. And I believe it is 3/9 fine. Silver. It is a coin. Beavis and Butthead. Classic. And in the slabbed category, we have a New York State ASC. It's just a Type 1 Silver Eagle in the 7K MS70 US State Series. And again, the state of New York. And okay. The New York 2019 New York Type 1 ASC MS70 1 ounce 3/9 fine silver coin from NGC at $135. And again, the loose coin is the 2023 Niue Beavis and Butthead 30th anniversary 3/9 fine silver 1 ounce coin in a capsule. Limited mintage of 5,000 on that Beavis and Butthead at $65. Go. So think differently, 3,000. If you're still in here, how long have you been stacking? You stack silver and gold? I think I have Perth Mint bullion coins are now pushing $100 Australian from my usual bullion dealer, Ainsley Bullion in Melbourne. So you are a stacker, and it sounds like silver is running in Australia as well. How long you been stacking for? I think I seen you comment about my ancient, which is pretty cool. If you have knowledge on the ancient coins, it's a little further than a lot of people go. A little bit different type of stacker usually in that category, but quite cool that you were doing both. If I'm thinking properly, I haven't been able to get to my comments lately because my internet has been down here the last couple days, so I am running behind. A little slow usually on my comments anyway, but that is the case this time. All right, so one more time through these, we have the 2023 Niue Beavis and Butthead 30th anniversary 3/9 fine silver 1 ounce coin in a capsule with a limited mintage of 5,000 at $65. And our slab is the 2019 New York Type 1 ASE MS70 1 ounce 3/9 fine silver coin from NGC at $135. And Think Differently 3000 says he's been stacking for 20 years, silver, platinum, and palladium, and gold. Nice. Awesome. Well, that sounds like a full stack. Very nice. Platinum and palladium. I have 1 gram of palladium, so I can barely consider myself a palladium stacker. Probably can't even call myself a stacker because I only have 1 gram. I can't really stack that. But I do have one small piece of palladium, but I got a little bit of platinum and a little more silver with a little bit of gold, so I'm kind of there with you. But sounds like you're quite a ways ahead of me. So very good job. Very cool. Did you always see this coming, like that we're experiencing here of late? Or were you just stacking because you thought it was a good idea? Or did you see this this that we're running into here of late with the supposed stable dollar, in my opinion, starting to hyperinflate? Well, thank you, Jake's Custom Parts. Always good to have you in here. Greatly appreciate you. All right, we have wound down on those two. So I'm going to count those down. Hey, Jake, you busy? You want to come up here and keep me company while I'm auctioning these coins here? Need somebody to keep the conversation rolling with me here. Let me know if you're interested and I'll send you over a link. All right, so that is it on the Beavis and Butthead Niue coin. And also on the New York State ASE MS70. All of my slab coins tonight will be NGC slabs at MS70, which is the new option that I'm trying to throw in there, some slab coins. I'm usually only throwing up loose coins, but I thought I'd try offering some slabbed along with them, just in case. I know some people like to stack slab only, so for those of you out there, that's what this is for. My next option up, I actually quite like the stamp on this coin. This is a 2015 Isle of Man Angel. It's a silver 1 ounce 3/9 fine silver coin, MS70, an NGC slab. And you got Michael the Archangel, I believe is what that's supposed to be, slaying the dragon. And what I quite like about this coin, aside from a kind of cool design right off the top, is on the back you have the Triscolus, and you see this little legs running as if there's 3 legs kind of running in a circle or like a wheel spinning with legs and feet. They call it a Triscolus, and you find that design on a lot of ancient coins. I guess it's supposedly supposed to represent movement, which makes sense. But you got it stamped on the back here all the way around. Pretty cool. You got Elizabeth. A quite nice coin here. Very clean. 2015. MS70. Silver angel from the Isle of Man. And our loose coin to go along with that will be the new first mint. Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada bullion round with the roulette wheel on the back. A very cool new round from First Mint. They are minting their own silver. They now have a mine. First Majestic has a mine out of Nevada, and they're actually minting their own bullion now. So that's what is up for auction. On the loose side, a 1 ounce 3/9 fine round. Oh, let me get those entered in here, I guess. So, Las Vegas. Las Vegas. 3/9 fine silver. Let me put 3/9 fine silver 1 ounce round at $64, and the slab is the Isle of Man 2015 1 ounce silver 3/9 fine MS70 angel with Queen Lizzie on the back, an NGC at $145 for the slab section. And Think Differently 3000 says, I thought it would all collapse in 2008 during the liquidity crisis occurred. Yeah, well, I think that was a close call. They managed to kick the can just a little further down the road. So, but that was, you've been paying attention for quite some time. And if you've been stacking this whole time, you were quite smart about it. So good job. And he also says collected ancient numismatics for 25 years. Really awesome. Mostly ancient noble numismatics is the premier auction house here in Australia. Okay. Very cool. Are they mostly loose coins or slabbed or both, but that's quite cool. Awesome to hear you're into the ancients as well. Kind of a new passion of mine. Oh, let me flip the timer here. 3 minutes going on these 2 options available. Again, we have a 1 ounce 3/9 fine First Majestic First Mint silver round with Las Vegas on the front and the roulette wheel on the back. That one is going at $64, and the slab is a 2015 Isle of Man 1 ounce silver 3/9 fine MS70 angel with Queen Elizabeth on the back in an NGC slab at $145. See if I can get some music in the background here. Noble Numismatics. I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it too closely, but I'll have to look into that a bit more. So I'm kind of interested in, do you mostly stay local because of like the shipping, the customs back and forth? Or why only shopping from your local? Must be something to do with customs or shipping, or perhaps Noble has all that you need, which is cool as well. All right, we are gonna count this one down. All right, we're gonna put this one away. Very nice, cool looking, clean coin. I kind of like this one. The Isle of Man. All right, and up next, and yeah, so before I go to the next ones here again, the Buy It Now special is the Walking Liberty replica, 3/9 fine 1 ounce silver at 62. You can get up to 10 of those at a time. And the Buy It Now Ancient is the Cilicia Tarsus Mazios. And I'm going to run a little clip on that one just to show it off a little bit. And then we will move on to the next one. Why is there no sound for that? I'm not sure what happened with the sound there. I'm not hearing anything. Noble has hundreds of ancient coins at each auction. They have an office in Melbourne you can pick up and pay cash. Cool. That's nice. So you can go there in person. You get to go view the coins in often before you purchase. Me personally, I am actually only going through one auction house so far. Well, I can't. I went through a couple, but I've had everything checked through a local coin dealer here in America out of Chicago, Harlan J. Burke, and I use him as my ancient proofreader, as it were, I guess. He checks them for me because I'm still kind of new at ancients, and so I mostly buy from him, or if I'm using a different auction house, I'll have him check out the coin just to get his take on it. But yeah, I wish I was a little bit closer to a nice ancient coin dealer. Up next here in the loose category, we have a first mint, another first mint round. The new mint here in America that is coming from a local uh, a local well, I'm surprised that one's slipping my mind. A local mine, there it is. Local silver mine here in Nevada, and they are now minting their own silver coins from their own mine. And this has a buffalo on the reverse, 1 troy ounce, 3/9 fine silver, and a chief, Indian chief, on the front. Very nice. Very nice minting job on those, stamp job. And then up for the slab that's going along with it is the 2020 Tuvalu Venom. I believe this is a Marvel. Yep, it's a Marvel. I'm not big into Marvel, but this is a Marvel character called Venom. And it's a 2020 coin, MS70, 1 ounce, 3/9 fine silver. Actually, it's 4/9 fine silver. So a 4/9 silver 2020 with Queen Elizabeth on the back, 1 ounce, NGC slab, MS70. And it is going for $135. And in the loose category, we have a first mint buffalo round, 3/9 fine silver, 1 ounce. Let me add that, 1 ounce. That's $64. And we'll flip the timer on those. 3 minutes. Up and counting. Hey, Jakes, did you want to pop up here with me? Are you busy or out and about? If you want to pop up here and keep me company in the chat, or keep me company with live chat, I should say, I'll send you over a link. Otherwise, no worries. But yeah, I just didn't have a chance to send anybody an email to ask them on. So I will try to have someone up next auction. I like having somebody to chat with, so there's not so much dead air. And I often lose track of things I would like to talk about as I'm going through the coins, so I usually like to have somebody up with me to chat. So what, think differently, if you're still here, what's your favorite ancient coin you have at the moment? And what do you usually stack in ancients, or collect, I should say, in ancients? Is it like Greek or Roman or both, or what is it, Byzantine? Where's your preference at in the ancients? And on the auction side here, our loose is the first mint Indian Chief or Buffalo round at $64, 1 ounce, 3/9 fine. Very nice strike on that round from First Mint. It's a new mint here in the States, and it's actually pulling silver from its own Nevada mine, I believe. They may get some out of Mexico. They also have mines in Mexico, but I think actually most of the silver is coming from this Nevada mine. I should look into that a little bit. So that is the loose 1 ounce round, is that Buffalo round at 64 from First Mint. And the slab next to it is a 2020 Venom. It's a 2020 Marvel Venom coin, MS70, 4/9 fine silver, 1 ounce from Tuvalu. It's got Queen Elizabeth on the back. It is an NGC slab, and it is up for 135. No auctions are in Sydney, so I don't see them physically before engrading. Is accurate. Reputation's first class. No, yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's all about reputation with the ancients for sure, especially if they're loose. That's why I go through Harlan Burke out of Chicago. He's been kind of world renowned in the ancient coins, so I don't have the experience, so I like working with them. I actually get his son Aaron Burke on for interviews on my channel. In fact, I got to reach out and get him back on here hopefully next week, and we'll learn about ancient coins with an expert. It's quite cool. All right, we're going to count this one down. So I'm kind of interested to see when a new round of stackers comes into the silver market, because I think once we start getting over this 50-60 level, which we're now at, that's going to wake some newbies up, bring them to the beehive, I hope. And I know a lot of my stackers, already existing stackers, are a lot of them are a little bit nervous about this new price range. I personally am not, but yeah, I think these prices will bring in some new stackers. I hope. All right, we're gonna move on. Put the Marvel Venom MS70 1 ounce coin away. 4/9 fine on this one. Several are 4.9s fine. In the slabbed category tonight, a tire tetradron. Nice. I'm looking at picking one of those up myself. I just have not found the one that fits for me yet, but I have got my eye on them. That's for sure. Oh, and it's from 3680. I'm thinking like tire tetradron. Um, from about, what are we thinking here? 3 to 1, I should say, 100 BC. I'm thinking right. But that's very cool. I usually try to stay BC, and this one is 80. I do have one from Neapolis, Samaria, and that is this coin right here. And this is supposed to be Mount Gerizim on the back. And then, biblically speaking, there was Mount Ebal and Mount Gerizim, I believe, talks about both of them. And this is supposedly a temple on Mount Gerizim. So I couldn't help but pick that up from the historical standpoint, but I rarely stack bronze. I usually try to keep it to the silver in the BC, but I did have to pick up that just for the story behind it. All right, and up next, we're going to go with another Marvel in the loose category this time. This is a Marvel Hulk. Very nice coin. And this is a 4.9s fine, 1 ounce, 2019, with Elizabeth on the back in the loose category. And that is, where did you go? It is at $65. So the Tuvalu Hulk 2019 4.9 fine 1 ounce silver coin with capsule is 65. And I've got a matching slab of the 2019 Tuvalu Marvel Hulk MS70. 2019 Tuvalu 1 troy ounce, 4.9s fine, silver, mintage of 50,000. And this one is an MS70. I'll go ahead and read this. Who is a famous green and has a hulking figure? You guessed it, none other than Incredible Hulk. In May of 1962, one of the world's most famous fictional superheroes was born. Known for his outrageous strength and ability to transform into this being, Hulk smashed his way onto a 1 ounce, 4.9s fine silver that belongs to you, or me in this case, with just 50,000 of these mighty coins worldwide. We're proud of you for claiming your own. Congratulations on taking the next step towards securing your future and legacy. You deserve it. All right. So a 1 ounce MS70 Marvel Tuvalu Hulk, and both the slabbed MS70 from NGC in as good of a condition as you can get, and also a loose Marvel Hulk Tuvalu 1 ounce 4.9 fine silver coin in capsule 2019. in the loose category. So a couple Hulk coins here for you. And the slab is going for 140. So slabbed Hulk is 140 and loose is 65. We got 3 minutes on those. Hulk says to smash, indeed. And we got 2 more coins after that, and we are going to move on to the Osmium for the night, and then the Ancient, and we will wrap up with that. All right, so our loose Marvel Hulk, kind of a reverse proof. Pretty cool looking coin. Didn't really follow Marvel, but I did know about Hulk at a young age. The previous slab of Marvel with Venom, I have never heard of, though, but Hulk, I do know. I don't know how many coins Elizabeth made it on to, but quite a few. Nickel stacking, yo, welcome in. Oh, here, let me see. I gotta add a couple. Add as moderator for Jake. And we will throw Think Differently in there as well. All right, we're counting those down. What's going on, Nickel? Who won the game? All right, moving on from the Marvel series. Hulk. The loose coin of Silver Eagle. There's a new video out, by the way, from Mr. Morgan called Silver Sunrise, kind of like we have on this here round. Sunrise coming up behind the Silver Eagle. This is a 3/9 fine silver round from Sunshine Minting, 1 troy ounce in the loose category. And in the slabbed category, we have a 2019 Australian Lunar Year of the Pig, MS70. And year of issue 2019, Perth Mint, monetary denomination of $1, coin weight 1 troy ounce, metal purity 4/9 fine, composition silver, mintage of 300,000. What's it say about the year of the pig? Pigs, fat and lazy, yes, but did you know that they are smarter than dogs and more focused than chimpanzees? Pigs are among the most populated mammal worldwide. I wouldn't have guessed that. With around 1 billion worldwide, but this coin is a lot rare with a mintage of just 300,000 coins. This is the final issue of the second lunar series by the Perth Mint. It is quite the feat for the Perth Mint to make such a beautiful coin out of an animal that plays in the mud. Either way, we love it, and we know you will too. Congratulations on taking another step towards securing your future and legacy. You deserve it. And this is it, the 2019 Australian Year of the Pig in a NGC slab graded at MS70. Got kind of a cool frost background with the uh, highlights in a polished mirror finish somewhat, with Lizzie on the back. This is another 4/9 fine coin, and slab by NGC. And the slab is up for grabs at 140, and the Sunshine Minting 1 ounce 3/9 fine Silver Eagle round is available at 63. And of course, you can do the special for the night, the Buy It Now special, 3/9 fine silver walking Liberty round at 62. Anytime you would like, let me know how many you want, up to 10 per person. And the ancient coin is the Cilicia Tarsus Mazios, and it was minted in 361 to 334 BC. It is a stater of 10.84 grams, and it is silver at $2,700. We're going to get going on these auction items. We got 3 minutes on the sands of time, and it is in movement. IU men lost. IU women won. All right, there you go. Men blew that game. Morgan stay silver 150 within 2 years. Woo! You can train them quickly. Remember the pig on Green Acres. Actually, I didn't. I don't even know if I've ever seen the movie. I know I read the book, but can't really remember it. Can you imagine silver at 60? I can. I've got some pieces up for auction right now at 60, and it was on the board last weekend at 60, and now we're a little over 60. In fact, it got up to 59.88 on bullion by post. So we were a few cents away from 60 on that particular site. But yeah, I mean, we were just at 30 and like people were, never 40. And then at 40, we're like, oh, it's going to drop. And then at 50, they're like, oh man, now we're at the all time high. We're not, now we're almost at 60. And I think that's just kind of, we're just getting started. I'm sure we'll have a little smackdown here coming up, but it'll be not long and we'll be right back up. I'm not going to be flinching until like over the 200 mark. Um, I know a lot of people actually in the stacker community are selling out, which I think is a huge mistake. But I understand it. I mean, if you've been in the game for a long time and waiting, I suppose that's not the worst thing in the world. But just with what's coming in the fiat dollar, in my opinion, it is not nearly time to get out. $28 at the start of the year, over 100% gain. Isn't that crazy? Indeed. All right, so the sands of time are flowing, and we have a loose silver round here, a silver eagle, and that is from Sunshine Minting, 1 troy ounce, 3/9 fine silver. It is up at $63. And in the slabbed MS70, we have a 2019 Australian Year of the Pig NGC slabbed at MS70. And if anybody's interested, get in on that. I am counting it down. 74 and it is tripled. Woohoo! Yeah, so I got in at like 15. It was actually it got down to 12 when I was purchasing. It was like a 15 when I got in. It got down to 12 and kind of stayed at 15. And so most of mine was in that area. And then yeah, so we're tripled there. A little Loba. My average is 350 an ounce. Wow, nice. Good job, man. You got in early. Early. Moving on from the year of the pig with a mintage of 300,000. Whew, quite a few. Don't sell. I have seen massive gains in 20. No doubt, think differently. Yeah. I probably won't be selling much. I might sell a little bit as the numbers get up there quite a ways, but most of it I'm keeping. Going to the kids. In fact, my kids actually have their own little stack going, and whew, they're doing well for their age. But yeah, and even my father's been stacking, so the family value is gaining in the silver area. But man, and that's why I came out here is I want more people to get in to the precious metals. So the devaluation of the dollar that everyone trusts over here, you're born into it, so you don't think twice, and you tell people you're stacking silver, and they look at you kind of funny. But I think that's going to change shortly, and I sure wish I'd seen more people like you think differently. But that's what it takes, right? Thinking differently. So you don't see a lot of that nowadays, sadly. All right, so these are the last silver items. Well, not silver items. These are the last silver modern coins of the evening. Up in next in the loose, dusty, the loose category, we have a 2013 in an old style Britannia with the mirror finished back, and it also has the snake privy on the edge instead of reeded edges. It has a snake stamp all the way around, kind of unique and cool. Again, this is the 2013 Britannia, and of course, Queen Elizabeth on the back. It is a coin in a fresh capsule. And let me see what that is going for. Up at 63. And for the slab, we have, yes, the koala 2019, another Australian, think differently locale, koala of MS7. You seen many koalas where you're at? You got koalas over there where you're at there? And let's see what's back here. 2019, country of issue Australia, mint, Perth, coin weight 1 troy ounce, metal purity 4 nines fine, metal composition silver, mintage 300,000. Same as the year of the pig, 300,000. And it is slabbed by NGC3 at an MS70. Pretty coin. Lizzie the second on the back. $1 monetary denomination. And that slab is going for $135. Go. 3 minutes on that. Massive gains of 20 years. Precious metal gains are better than property and shares here in Australia. I bet at this point, that's believable. Good job. All right, and again, these are the last coins of the night, aside from the ancient and the buy it now special. We're going to throw some osmium up here next, and then move on to the ancient and wrap it up for the night. Thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you. So is silver your biggest stack then, nickel? Or you got more nickel than you got silver? Asian market about to start. Asian market about to start, really, on a Wednesday evening. More pounds of copper and nickel. Interesting. More pounds of nickel, even. Whew. Is that after your recent purchase? All right, counting that down. Koalas are common where my dad's beach house is located. They are very noisy during the mating season. Really? Cool. Interesting. What do they sound like? Does they sound like anything that I would know over here in the States, or not something you can really explain? I had nickels as I had over 1,000 pounds of nickel before I bought that from. Wow. Before we bought that from Ian. And Jake, I don't know if you're in here. I'll get back to you on your text about the nickel here shortly. But I have sold out of that myself, but I think there may be some more. I reached out and have not heard back yet, so I'll let you know. All right. All right. Okay, we are moving on to the osmium section. And this item here is a silver cylinder. The cylinder itself is 3/9 fine cylinder, empty and fully loaded. It is 6 troy ounces of 3/9 fine silver. And you can buy it with just silver, but what I have done is fitted the silver bullets. Obviously, they are pure silver, so they cannot go bang. There's no worries to be had here. This is all just for looks for those who do not know. But I have had this silver bullet fitted and machined to accept this osmium primer, and it does look quite gorgeous. Let me zoom in here. This zoomage here. Yeah, let's do it this way. And so it is. These have been. So this is your regular 3/9 fine. As you can see, it actually says on there 3/9 fine silver. So you can buy them with just the silver, or you can buy these specially fitted for osmium. The quite sparkly primered. So osmium, crystalline osmium, in this form that I am selling here, is the rarest precious metal on Earth. It is the most dense metal on Earth. It is the hardest of the metals, and it is also the most inert in this form. And in fact, acids cannot dissolve this. If I was to drop this silver bullet into nitric, the silver would dissolve, but the osmium would be sitting at the bottom nice and clean. No damage. So it has a lot of very unique elements. I have it is machined very well, as you can see there. It's fun to watch slide in and out. Let me hold on here 1 second. So I have sold several fully loaded cylinders. So I am working on getting those made right now. So if you would like a fully loaded cylinder, just send me an email right now. I'm waiting to complete the ones that I have sold. So Alpha has already been sold and is in the owner's hands at this point. Beta is sold but yet to be created. Gamma is also sold and yet to be created, along with Delta. So the next available fully loaded cylinder will be Epsilon in the Greek alphabet. I'm using the Greek alphabet because I collect Greek coins, and I'm trying to get used to the Greek alphabet. But also, I am selling these bullets with the osmium primer inlay singly, and we're calling these stingers, and they are numbered individually. This would be stinger number 6, and we have stinger number 2 available. And so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the stingers. These were used down in New Orleans to sell beta, gamma, and delta. So these are somewhat known amongst those at the New Orleans Investment Conference. So actually, let's see. 1 and 2 have already been sold. So actually, the next available stinger will be number 3. This is the prototype. That's what the P is for. So I keep this one. This is the first one. And that one is mine and for keeps. But up next in availability is number 3. Yeah, right here. So 3, and then 4. This cylinder is a bit sticky. Then we have 5 and 6. Shit job. All right, and so I'm going to be putting up number 3 for today. Stinger number 3. Grab my. Actually, put it on there. Cat73, welcome in. 3D Woodworks, good to see you. How you been? And oh, cool, 3D. And Cat73, good to have you. Appreciate you. Okay, so we are going to drop number 3 of the Stinger. So Stinger 1 and 2 have been sold. The next available is number 3 right here. Grab my pointer. This is number 3 up for grabs. And so Stinger number 3 is up for grabs right now at $225. So the Osmium is most of that price. I guess I can look that up for you and show that to you with the half-ounce 3/9 fine silver along with it. And that is basically at cost. There's not much markup on this at all. Oh no! I lost my tab. Lost my other tab. Let me reopen that. I'm not sure. I think I have the exact. I'm not sure what I did with the code for that. I'll have to grab that elsewhere. But we'll see if there's any interest, and if so, I will get that information for you. But yeah, most all of that is the osmium price is basically right at cost. There's not much markup here on these stingers themselves. If you want a fully loaded, we can do that. There is a bit of premium added to the fully loaded cylinder, but they're all sequenced and numbered, matching numbers as they're made. So if you would like a fully loaded cylinder, we can do that for you as well. Just reach out to me at longlivecoins@gmail.com and we will make it happen. Okay, here's my number right here. Jump back and share my screen. Okay, so here is the piece that is located as the primer in number 3. It is a 3 mil sparkle grade 3 diamond cut, which just means circular, and it is a medium sparkle grade at a sparkle grade 3. 141.25 euros, which is euro to USD 145. Which is 170 USD. And 1 ounce is, hold 1 second. 170, 60 is 230. So you're actually $5 under. So you're $5 under on just the price of the metals in this particular case. So that would be $60 for the silver and 170 for the osmium, and you are actually $5 under cost. I am going to count that down as long as, let me check for Jolo. Welcome back. You need my address. Address is 6655 Brighton Boulevard, Commerce City, 80022. Symbolic of the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. It was very difficult to own firearms here in Australia, but not impossible. Oh yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah, it's not so bad over here, but they're working on it. With all those wild animals, I would think everyone would have protection in Australia. Yeah, yeah, you'd want it, right? Stop sharing that. So I'm gonna count that down in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna throw up one more piece just in case someone else is interested. Throw up some osmium nectar. I'll pull one of these out. Get you some osmium nectar. Osmium nectar is a line that I have here as long-lived coins, the bee and the beehive. And it represents what we're doing here, stacking the precious metals, just like the honeycomb for the bee is where they put their nectar and preserve their life. We here put it into the precious metals, so we have a hexagonal piece. You can see that blue reflection in there. It's naturally blue metal. It's called the blue hue, as I refer to it as, but this is a hexagonal piece of crystallized osmium. We will put in the code for it and see what the price is running at. Throw it up for auction. Okay, so this is A Q, no, X T Q Q. Oh, there it is right there. Yep. Okay, and this piece you are looking at is. Okay, so this piece is right here, identified as small hexagon, weight of 0.130 grams, main dimension 4.6 millimeters, secondary 4 millimeters, average layer thickness 11 millimeters, sparkle grade 1, extremely fine. Well, what do you know? I just found myself spark grade 1. So while we're talking about this, since you're in here, Nickel, you know how we were talking about, um, which one of these sparkle grades was going to go up in value most and be most sought after. In fact, I am not going to sell this particular one because I just got into a big ordeal about There's no more sparkle grade ones to be had. They are sold out of sparkle grade ones, and the way they're by their means of which they are now making them, they're not going to make any more sparkle grade one. So let me find the other small one. I'm going to keep that one because I need an example of the sparkle grade one because I can no longer buy any more sparkle grades. All the stuff that's out on in the market is what is out there, and there's going to be no more sparkle grade one available. So I'm going to hold on to that piece. And I didn't realize I had one because I'm making my sparkle grade tool and I couldn't get a hold of any more sparkle grade one. So that is some good information for me. I didn't think I had any sparkle grade one. So up next, we'll pull this one out. Oh, it's a little bit big. Let's try this. So sparkle grade one may be the most sought after because it's just what's out there in the market is all there is. I was kind of surprised about it, as were they, when I ordered more sparkle grade one and they could not supply it. But there will be no more created. So, all right, let me get back here to this. Okay, so we're going to enter in this piece. All right, so we're going to put in this piece in, which is a Y7 XH HN. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Got to start over now. A dash Y7 XH dash HN 90. Which pulls up this piece. Okay, so this piece is 0.211 grams, 5.75 millimeters, secondary dimension 5 millimeters, average layer thickness 0.19 millimeters, a sparkle grade 2, versatile sparkle. So 441.78. Let me do the euro calculation. 441.78 comes out to $515. Share this tab. Brings us up to $515. So we are going to sell this at $515. Of course, nickel, you have a return customer discount that you are aware of. Right now it is at 3%. All right, let me enter this piece in. And that is 7 each. Price was $515. And we're going to drop it in. And it is a Sparkle 2. Hexagon. Boom. All right. There we go. 3 minutes on the Osmium Nectar. Sparkle grade 2. It's a 5 millimeter. Drop that. All right, so we have our Osmium Nectar. It is Sparkle grade 2, 5 millimeter hexagon. Osmium Nectar at 515. The timer of 3 minutes running on that. If anyone is interested, just drop a bid of 515 in there and she will be all yours. The most rare element known to man is the most dense, the hardest element. It is the most abrasion resistant, more abrasion resistant than diamond. It's quite hard as well. It is the hardest metal, the most dense element known to man, basically naturally occurring. And it is a new metal to be the last and final, they say, until I mean, that's kind of hard for me to say, so I like to say the last precious metal that we have uncovered and brought to the market. And it is got a lot of the mosts going for it. Very reflective, highly reflective, and quite a metal. The more I learn about it, the more fascinated I am, and it's got a bunch of amazing characteristics. Anything that you're looking for in precious metals, this will tick the box, like, silver, gold, platinum, palladium. Obviously, osmium is a platinum byproduct, and yeah, it checks all the boxes of your precious metals and then a few more that the rest of these metals that I am used to researching do not have. So, very cool. Let me zoom in here a bit on it. It is way more reflective than diamond. Of course, diamonds refract light, which means some of the light travels through a diamond. So in jewelry, this kind of blows it away. You can catch someone's eye from across the room with this metal way more than you could do so with a diamond. So it's taken off in the jewelry market as well as in high-end watches. And, it's just several different reasons to invest in this metal. And of course, I like it in this osmium nectar, this hexagon form. I worked with the Osmium Institute and got this line to have no cut costs. So a lot of the other metals that you, or the other osmium that you will purchase, will have a cut cost added on. This is like stacking this metal in bullion form. There's no extra costs added to it. So it's a great way to get into osmium. Um, what's the live Asian market telling us, Nickel? All right, our time is up on this piece. I'm going to start counting it down. Asian market is not working. All right, moving on. Last but not least, we are moving on to the Ancient of the Night. No bids on the metals, but no, really kind of good for me with the way they're moving. Investing.com is working. Investing in these metals is working indeed. All right, so we're going to move over here to the ancient coin, which is the Cilicia Tarsus Mazios, which is from 361 to 334 BC. Is a stater of 10.84 grams, silver, of course. And I am going to put this up at the reduced cost. Uh, 2650. Do that video one more time. Flip our timer. Well, it depends on the sparkle grade, which is also due to the weight. So the larger the sparkle grade, which it only goes up to a sparkle grade 5, but that is also the maximum weight. So it depends on the thickness or the sparkle grade, what would be equal to 1 carat diamond. But yeah, I mean, roughly speaking, sure, that could be true. All right, well, this is the last piece up for the night. Greatly appreciate you all hanging out and watching. We will be back. Got probably a couple videos coming out before my spin and bin here this Saturday, but we will be back for sure with the spin and bin. And then hopefully I'm going to be able to get Ian back on next week, and also we'll be getting on Aaron Burke here hopefully next week, if not coming up shortly. Sometimes, we got to line up our schedules, but be getting Aaron Burke of Harlan J. Burke Ancient Coins back in for another talk on ancient coins. And yeah, I greatly appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. Thank you, Jake's Custom Parts. And we are winding down on this. Spin, bin, and win, indeed. Let's put this up here for that. All right, we're going to count this one down. 3. 2. And 1. And we are done for the night. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. Greatly appreciate you. We will be back soon with more. And yeah, until the next one, appreciate you all out there. Enjoy.